Hey everybody, this is Captain Yeet here for you for another My Hero Academia Manga Chapter Reaction / Review. This is going to be My Hero Academia Manga Chapter 388, so let's get into it. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the earliest they have ever released a chapter. Like, you guys know I do this on time. They always release at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. The latest I think they did was like 6 in the morning. 5 in the afternoon? I can get this out of the way and have the rest of my night. I don't stay up so long. I probably am, on the game and stuff. But hey, this is amazing. 5 in the afternoon. This is wild. So let's get into this chapter. And this chapter is called Toya. And the first panel, we cut away from the whole Dobby and Endeavor stuff. And the first panel is, I forget her name. I only know a few people in Class 1B's actual name. But it's the girl from Class 1B that can make her hands really big. Because she's in one of those, not containers, but one of those little, remember how they said UA, like each part of UA can move into, it can move on its own with legs so the civilians can get away. And there was some like all for one enthusiasts inside those little containers that was moving away from the battlefield. And so her, Gunhead and Death Arm had to fight them off. And we see them fighting them off right here. She's literally slamming 2 guys against the wall with her huge hand. It looks like one of them dropped like a grenade. They dropped something out of their hands because she slammed them. And she's talking on a communicator. It says, they messed up the foundations of the system. There's no use trying to start it up again amidst the chaos. And her outfit looks the same, so I don't think she got to upgrade to her hero suit. I mean, it still looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what more you could really do with her quirk that can just make her hands big. So, the outfit doesn't really matter with that kind of quirk. But her outfit still looks the same for her hero outfits. It still looks cool, though. Next panel. We see Death Arms. He grabs 2 civilians on his back. And there's some robots helping out, too. And everybody's getting out of the containers. Hurry and prioritize old folks and children. We need to get to the surface from here. Once we're above the ground, the UA robots will evacuate you. As soon as you get on a robot, tell it where you want to go. Hold on tight. It's raining like crazy. Don't worry, there's more than enough robots for everybody. Please don't look back. That's kind of cool. They're using the robots from like episode 1. that's pretty cool. Well, not episode 1, but when they had to do that training to get into UA. That's kind of cool. They're like using them again. And we see those 2 kids from the training arc with Bakugo and Todoroki going outside. And then we see 3 of them. Don't look. It's Dobby. Don't look in Dobby's direction. And a ton of civilians look that way. And we just see this huge explosion. It's probably the explosion from last week. 388 Toya. Yeah, because there was like a huge explosion when Toya Dobby was fighting Endeavor. And I'm like, what in the world did he do? Because he didn't explode yet. We know he's like containing a ton of firepower inside of his chest to explode. He hasn't exploded yet. But he did some sort of big attack last week while he was fighting Endeavor. And I was like, yo, that is huge. And I guess this is like this from their perspective, seeing it. And obviously everybody's shocked. Natsuo, Fuyumi sees it. And Ray sees it. We know she goes over there. I don't know how she was able to get there because it looks pretty far in this panel. I don't know how she was able to get there that quickly. Oh! The robots. The robots. Yeah, it says get away from here as fast as you can. Yeah, right. Gets on her. I just feel okay. That's okay. That makes sense. Okay, that's how she was able to get that quickly. Ray sees that and is shocked, and she jumps on a robot. Welcome aboard, Mom. Nasruo-kun, take care of your big sister. Please take me to the center of that. We were designed to fulfill human desires. And it gives a thumbs up. And it runs away. We cut. And yeesh. Oh, I hope Ray doesn't die. In this panel, we see the robot going towards the Dobby direction. They still giving a thumbs up. We cut to Ray, and she's yelling Toya. And it looks like there's a lot of firepower going on. And it's like, it looks like it's melting her. I mean, yeah, she's an ice user. Jeez. I hope Ray doesn't die. She's such a nice woman. Aside from the Todoroki stuff, She's nice. Well, she's like burning up pretty badly. She's yelling Toya. Uh, and we cut to Dobby. What are you? And he's still like going crazy with his fire everywhere. Is Ray trying to cool him off? She managed to get here this close by shielding herself with ice. Endeavor, it won't work. Get away from here. You'll just burn to death. For you and Toya, right? I mean, no, sorry. Ray says the same goes for you and Toya, right? And Dobby says, Mom? And his face is starting to crack. We see a crack on his eye. Toya, I'm so sorry. Endeavor's still hugging him. And then he says, Nasro-kun, Fuyumi-chan. Did his fire go out? I think his fire went out. In this panel, you can see like a ton of like fire around him. Then when he said Naso and Fuyumi, you don't see as much fire around him. In the next panel, oh! They got here too, Naso and Fuyumi. That's why he said that. I thought he was just, oh, they're right behind Fuyumi. I mean, they're right behind Ray, because Ray's looking behind her. I was like, what is he looking at? Naso and Fuyumi are coming in. Get away. I can't stand it. Don't leave us again. Toya, please don't take them away. I don't want to lose anyone else. We see a panel of Toya putting a cover over Naso when he was a kid. And we also see another panel of them talking. Well, Toya's talking to Naso, and Naso's like this. he's just looking at him, and Naso's starting to feel sad. And he says, don't cause any more trouble. Stupid big bro. And they're starting to get burnt up pretty bad too. I guess everybody's gonna get like burnt scars. Because his mom, Ray, in this one panel on the outward side, her face, most of her face is charred up. And her hand, her chest, her other hand, her leg. And then obviously Nasro and Fuyumi are coming in, and you can see the little spots popping up on them. So the whole family's gonna get burnt scars. And Dobby's going crazy with the fire again. I guess he did cool down a little bit. Now he's going crazy with it. But they're still pushing through. If I use my flame to fly away, Toya body will. I'm begging you. Don't be the only one you kill. Wait. If I use my flames to fly away, Toya body will. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Let me be the only one you kill. And Dobby starts to laugh. Wait, this the end? This the end of the... What the heck? This was only like 10 panels. The very last panel is a sweet... Oh my goodness. What the heck happened? Literally, Dobby starts to laugh, and the last panel is like a picture of what could have been. And we see Endeavor, Fuyumi, Natsuo, all standing around like a regular looking Toya. Like, you know, Toya, if he didn't become a villain. If he didn't become a villain and get all the scars and stuff, he just looks like he's in the Dobby costume, but he looks normal. Like what he would have looked like if he was, you know, normal. And it says, reunited with his mother and his siblings. What lies before his gaze? Well, Todoroki's not here yet. 388 in. Yo, this was the shortest chapter in the world. My Hero chapters are normally short, but jeez. I mean, this was pretty short. What? Okay. That's the chapter. I guess let's review the chapter. It's not much to review. It's really not. The beginning of the chapter is just the girl from Class 1A, Class 1B, and fighting off some of the all-for-one enthusiasts, and Death Arms getting everybody out of the... I forgot the actual name, but getting everybody out of the containers. And them getting on the robot from the testing thing they had to do from like season 1 to get into UA. You get on a robot and tell it where you want to go. And that's how Fuyumi, Natsuo, and Ray was able to get there so quickly to the battlefield, because they get on a robot that brought them over there. So that makes sense. Because I was like, I'm going to rewatch my reaction to last week's chapter. Oh, no, that was a break last week. But the week before that, Because Ray just popped, at the end of the chapter, Ray just popped up. It was like holding Toya's arm. I was like, how the heck did you get to this battlefield so quickly? How the heck did you even get here in the first place? I was so confused. But everybody gets there. The middle part, you don't want to get too much. It's just Ray yelling at Dabi not to, obviously kill himself and kill all these people. Endeavor's trying to tell her to stay back, and Ray's getting burnt up pretty badly. Fuyumi and Nasu come in and yell at him, and we get a few nice flashback panels of the past. And then we get a picture of what could have been. And then that's the end of the chapter. So, yeah. I really like this panel, though. Like everybody but Todoroki. So if we keep continuing on with this, Todoroki will probably come next week, hopefully. Especially since Ida's going crazy fast. So Todoroki will probably come soon. But I'm really confused what's going on. Dabi realizes like he was going crazy last chapter and saying just random stuff. Like acting like he was a kid again because he's like decomposing and stuff. In this chapter, he looks like he's starting to somewhat come back to his senses, but he's still going crazy. His body is charred up. They can't be, I don't know. Like, they can't redeem Dabi. They could have him live. I don't know. Like, the only way I can see him living if, like, Eri touches him. Other than that, even if they do put him all into, like, an ice block, his body is charred up pretty badly. There's not going to be much left of him. So, unless Eri touches him, or maybe she does, I don't know, they could redeem him. I'm saying redeem to where they let him live, but obviously Dabi was a villain for a while, and he has killed a lot of people. He's killed a lot of people, so he's probably most likely, most definitely, he's going to jail. He's gonna go to jail for a long time because he's killed a lot of people as a villain. So I guess that's like quote unquote redeem. He gets to live, but yeah, I don't know. But based on this last panel, I don't know. I'm guessing this is Endeavor, and he's saying, "I'm begging you, let me to be the only one you kill." And Dabi starts to laugh, and then we get the panel of what could have been if Dabi wasn't a villain; he was normal. So either this is Dabi exploding, and we see this, which wouldn't make much sense. All these people die. Well, of course, he wouldn't do that. 2, Dabi passed out, or he's like Dabi's having this vision in his head, like what could have been. But even in what could have been, Endeavor still has one arm, and he has the scar. So this is like recent. It's not like this is like a fully regular Endeavor, what could have been in the past, because Dabi's still wearing his regular Dabi outfit. So, either Dabi's hallucinating like crazy, because his face is cracked slight, like there was a crack going down. So either this is what could have been, just horror cards he's just showing us. 2, this is Dabi hallucinating and seeing, like this is what Dabi sees right now. 3, Dabi just died and this is what he sees. Or 4, horror cards he just did this just to be nice, which is probably not the case. So either he's hallucinating, this is what he actually sees, or he just died and this is what he's seeing, or yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that's the chapter. So like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all later. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all out there for being wonderful human beings, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. All right.